Hello everyone, welcome on our 12th stream, where we're implementing our Compose Multiplatform UI application on Kotlin, codename Mother Money, and yeah, sorry, today I have to run this stream slightly earlier, hopefully only for today, and on next week it will be on like 17:30 UTC as usual, but today unfortunately I have to run it slightly earlier. As usual, first of all, disclaimer, I'm not professional Android developer or like any mobile developer. But through now that I started to use Compose UI in my professional life as well, we're implementing some desktop application on it, and right now I cannot say that I'm not professional Compose UI developer. So it looks like I became a professional Compose UI developer, but still I'm still learning. Like I am not let's say only one source of truth for you, so please just like if you found some problem in my code or like like some another best practice please share with me. I will really appreciate it. And today let's start with my homework. I partially did it. So on previous stream we stopped with two problems. First, we didn't know what is the best way how we can check our name of our editing bank is already exist or not. And second problem with integration test, like we run it in like two tests in under one rule, and it's not isolated. Yeah, it's run one-to-one. I solved first problem. So if we go to our ViewModel and check how it's integrated for banks. We can see that, why not? We already have like our bank state and it's converted to state, but why cannot we have another state? Yeah, so we can have private state all banks and it still will be mutable one. And because we subscribed, like we collected, it means it will be updated automatically when new bank will be added. So it means like, okay, if I add bank and like really fast added second bank, it still should be here. And because it's we don't use, I guess, this state, but in our case it will work because we anyway refresh, like we have to refresh page. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why like my pronunciation is not so good today. Anyway, we have this validation function. We check if its bank name is blank. We just provide that name cannot be empty or blank. If like we found that any other bank contains the same name, we also provide that it's already exists. And yeah, let's check how it works. We need to switch on Android, but we also hopefully today we'll see finally desktop. We didn't see desktop for a long time, so let's also check how our desktop works, because like I didn't test it. I just like continue implementing in sharded model and test it only on Android. So we'll see, maybe it doesn't work on desktop at all. Who knows? Okay, so let's create. We can see that our name immediately marked as bad one, so name cannot be empty. So we provide a bank, save it, and if I click right now this add button, it doesn't work. So I need to click on banks again, click on this button, and now I provide again a bank, and we immediately get it. Bank with name a bank already exists, so we can. Sorry, I click backspace and it's not remove letter. It's just like close application. It works like back to wall application. So we can create cbank and it still works. And on account we don't have this checking, but we will add it today. But before to do it, let's do two things. First of all, we don't need Android anymore. We have currency. Yeah, we don't have any currency, yeah, because I guess it's run from scratch. So let's add, as usual, our favorite currencies. So yeah, right now we have it, and it's okay. But let's check how it works on desktop. You should see nothing right now, but it's building, and it is here. And looks not so bad, to be honest, yeah. Maybe this highlighting, it's not so beautiful, but still we can edit. We cannot edit, yeah, by some reason, but we can. We cannot add accounts. Okay, maybe I just forgot to do something, yeah, but we still can use. It's for bank. By the way, yeah, when we are in edit mode, we can switch and it's still in edit mode. Yeah, it's maybe a problem, so we need to understand how to act in this case, yeah. But it's nice work, and we have a bank here, yeah. And our settings, yeah, it works, and even have already currencies, so everything is more or less good. But let's back to settings. Yeah, it's our first topic for today. So let's switch on IntelliJ IDEA. As you remember, if I close it and we will go to our UI and to settings page and check preference, we have to use this language protected, and here, like, yeah, we put settings, but also we need to put this language to update it, to refresh it, etc., etc. And it happens, yeah, because we use only one. Yeah, maybe we'll discuss about this problem, which highlighting, like, we have new version 1.7.0, but with this version it doesn't work. So we have our preference, it's here, and we have settings, and settings is just like this platform settings, no arcs. By the way, which version we're using? Yeah, we're using the last one. But we can use two more settings, and just, yeah, let me check names of models which we are need to using. Yeah, why GitHub doesn't support black theme, I don't know, so sorry about it. Yeah, we have to use two more things. First of all, we need to use multi-platform settings, Coroutines, and we need to use multi-platform settings make observable. So this one, it's Coroutines, and this one make observable. Maybe we don't need make, just observable. Okay, let's build it. And it takes some time as usual. Okay, it's done. So right now we just need to add these libraries where we have it. We have settings here, so we need two more. So we need coroutines and we need observable. Okay, nice. Let's build it again. Cool. And now what we would like to do, we would like to have this preference slightly different way. First of all, for settings, we can right now call make observable. And yes, it's experimental one, so we need to use this opt-in. Nice. And now what we can to do, let's start with maybe language, yeah? So we need to specify still language. But right now it will be, yeah, it's already function. Sorry, it's wrong approach. Yeah. So what we have to do, we have to create new view model. So we have banks, we have accounts, we have some currencies, detail view, list view. So we need new. Its class can be SettingsViewModel. Okay, and just view model. I don't need to inherit it from something else, but I need to inject it. So we have our model, network model, view models, and DAO model. So we need to inject it inside view model, and let's do it at start. Yeah, because it's quite like main one. Okay, so and right now what we need to do here, we will create private val settings, and it will be settings.makeObservable. And now we can provide state. Yeah. So what we have to do, we need to create, for example, this language. And in this case, yeah, it just will be, let me check my notes. Yeah, it just will be flow from settings.get language. It was string, as I remember, flow. Yeah, let's check how it is. Yes, and we need this language. Yeah, let's create object settings key, and here it will be val const val language. Let's make it right, yeah, finally. So here we have to provide settings key dot language, and by default it will be English, of course. And yes, this one it's optional, but not here. We need to do it on wall view model. Okay, so we don't need make observable here anymore, but what we need to do, yeah, we need to inject our, so let's comment out this language, but we need our view model. It's going view model, and it will be settings view model, and wow, settings. We even can use state. It's by view model. Yeah, so it's still private, but right now we need to provide val state as combination. You will understand in future why. Right now it will be only language, and we need, of course, state. So we need data class settings state, and yeah, we can, as usual, use this is loading, yeah, but maybe it's okay. Yeah, I'm just thinking about, we have this currency preference and we already have currency view model. how we will work with it in this case, but most probably we will find some approach here. Okay, so we have settings, and let's not spend time on this. It's loading, etc. So all what we need right now is val language, and it's string in our case. Okay, so and here we have language, and what we need, yeah, we need to provide our settings state with language. And what? It's one flow, it's not flows. Let's do it twice, I don't know. Why it's flows? I thought it will be this combine. It's just string, it's not. Okay, anyway, so we can use 0 and it's all. Okay, and here we can still state in and provide our usual scope. So it's ViewModel scope, it's sharing started, and while subscribe 5000, and just setting state with default value English. So now we have our state, and if we go back here, so we just need viewModel.state.collect with life cycling. Okay, so we have state, and here right now what we need is provide state.language, and we don't need anymore here. We here also still need state.language, but how we will update it? In our ViewModel, we need to provide function set language, and of course language string, and here what we will do is just call our settings. It's observable, yeah, put string settings key dot language. Looks interesting, so we don't need this language, and here all what we need is our ViewModel dot set language, and it will be it. And let's check how it will work. So if we run it, even on desktop, why not? So you shall see so far nothing, but desktop will appear soon. Yeah, still building, sorry. Let's switch back to not watch. Oh, yeah, it's like already here. So let's go to settings. We have English, but if we switch to French, it's French. We can stop. We still have here English. Yeah, it's another problem. We will take care about it, but it works. Yeah, it's saved, and like we can go and check what is going on. Okay, nice. So we don't need settings anymore here, yeah, and we don't need language, and of course ViewModel should be this way, yeah. Okay, nice. We have these currencies, and it works through this currency ViewModel, yeah. We can use state here as well, yeah, just to load all this. But you see, like, we don't need anymore this protection, remember, so we also will move it inside ViewModel. But right now we need to find place where we use it, yeah, so inside application, as I remember, somewhere in main layout, no? Where we switch our language, I guess it will be in desktop. Yeah, we take settings here, but because we use it inside application, local set default, I'm not sure that this local set default works, that it will update our state, yeah? So let's check how it's done on phone then. Here, I guess we maybe will be able to do it, yeah? So we have inside application, or we didn't change it for phone. Let's check, does it work for phone or doesn't work at all? I don't know why it's building so long right now. It's still building. Okay, it's here, and if we go here and switch to French and close it and close our application and load again, yeah, it's still English. Yeah, we didn't do it, but anyway, it works right now more like proper way. Yeah, so like we have this view model and we can integrate it, to be honest. Yeah, let's check compose UI Android switch language. We can use this context, get system service, and set application locals. If it's Android plus 13, and in our case, if we check our build config, our version is min SDK 29, and min SDK 29 means it's 12.1. 29 is 10.1. Okay, but we still can use. We can add this check. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? So what we have to do? We need to change settings, yeah, and where we can do it inside at least application, because we have our injection here, yeah, in compose. So I guess we need to go to main layout. It's stuck. Yeah, it's crashed. I don't know why it happened. Our project is not so big, but it happens really often. Zip. Okay, so we need to go to main layout again. Let's close other tabs. So yes, I guess we can do it here in main layout, or even we can extract maybe more. Not sure that we should do it here in app level, on app level. But maybe why not? It's it's application level, yeah. So like, let's do it here. So we need our view model, and it should be, of course, our coin view model and settings view model. So we inject it here, and we need val state view model dot state dot collect as lifecycle. And right now we need to understand if our language changed. So what we have to do, we have to use this launch effect. Our key will be state dot yes, of course it's not, it's by state dot language. So if it's change, we need to call some expected function. Set language, or how better to switch language, not switch but switch, and language just string. Okay. So, yeah, sorry, not here. It's expect function. And let's implement it right now in Android. So we have in Android main, nice. We have app. Yeah, it's correct. And here what we need to do, we need to check version of yeah, I'm just thinking about how it will work. But okay, let's try this approach. So do we have context here? No, we don't have context, but we should have something like application context, no? How work with database? With database we inject context, and in model, yeah, we use get to get context. And this, in this case, switch language. So we can call it here. But it will not really help, I'm afraid. Let's create it's here as well. So let's do nothing for Android so far, but for JVM, what? Why isn't generated? Yeah, really strange. Anyway, what we can do, we can go to desktop, to main, and use this local and we need language here. And on application level, we need nothing, just provide app. Okay, let's run it for desktop and we'll see. Okay, it's English, and if we switch on French, it's still English. Because I'm afraid when we don't force to update it, yeah? So if we run it one more time, it's still English. Why? Oh, no, it's Comts. Okay, Comts, transaction, bank, reports. If I switch to English, it's still this Comts. If I close it and run again, it's accounts, yes, transaction, bank, reports. Switch to French, run again, and it's accounts. Why it's still accounts? And so only when I open settings, it's changed to comps. Huh, it's interesting. So if I run it again, it will be English, I hope. Yes, it is, but when I open a settings, I felt it. Interesting behavior. So yeah, let's switch to IntelliJ IDEA. So it means like we don't have, even we call the state view model and use this language key. It still uses this default value for a while. Interesting. But still we need to find how we can change it on the fly. Yeah, checking what is the best approach. We can use something like static CompositionLocal or something like this. So let's try. Instance of launch effect, or we still need it. Maybe not. So if we will just create local composition, local localization even, and it should be static CompositionLocal off, and we can provide state.language here, but also and now all what we need is provide CompositionLocal provider, local localization provides, and again state.language, and wrap it this way. Yeah, it should be local localization. Yeah, okay, let's try to run it. Let's switch on desktop. Okay, it's English, but should be French. Yes, because we didn't call the switch language at all, yeah? And call this switch language here. It looks really, yeah, sorry. So what I did, I just take language and still use launch effect. It looks really ugly. And it's English. And when we open it, switch to French. And right now it's a change to English, and close it, it's still French, yeah. Okay, so it's definitely not the good way how to do it. We definitely need this CompositionLocal, static CompositionLocal off. We need local localization provider. Yes, we provide here a state language. Maybe we can move it up, that first one. By default it's English, but here, yeah, we need to switch language. Maybe at start, yeah, what we need this. We need to switch language and just provide local localization.current. Yeah, it looks slightly ugly, but let's see what is going on. So it's English, switch to French, nothing changed, close it, run again. It's French, at least immediately, what is good. But if we switch to English, nothing happened. Okay, let's try another approach. Yeah, while I'm looking for this solution, so like maybe on next stream we finally will touch transactions. It will be really interesting team, so please join. Yeah, and of course I don't need to show you black screen. It should be at least IntelliJ idea. And yeah, what I'm trying to research now is that when we change language inside settings, it's update automatically. Yeah, it's not just like that. We don't need to relaunch it. So we'll see what I will find. So checking some Stack Overflow, nothing interesting. What we need to do, we need to still use this launch effect and use local current. And when we need to switch language on this local localization current. Okay, while language equals local localization current, and we subscribe on language and provide it here. Yeah, we are doing right now it in one function and it looks ugly, but what I'm trying to achieve, I'm trying to at least make it work somehow, yeah? So we provided, we should update it when language change inside state. So let's switch to desktop. Right now it's English. Let's use French. It's still English. If I close it and run again, it's still English, but if I open it first time, it's French. It's really strange. Looks like I need to understand how it's like, why it happens, like why it works. Okay, it will be my homework. Okay, so what we can do next? We can implement this checking inside accounts. Yeah, because what we have right now already, yeah, we have our bank view model with validation. What is this? New icon. But we don't have it for account, yeah, and it should be here because we have inside bank UI state we already have errors, and in account UI state we also already have errors. So let's use the same approach. When we create it, yeah, here, if ID is null, we need to provide modify true, but also provide errors as validation, yeah, as some private function. So we need to validate our account, and let's use when again, when account dot name dot is blank. We need to return this map of name to, and again, yeah, name cannot be empty. I'm afraid it will not work here this way, yeah. Because we can validate few things simultaneously, so we need to create normal functions. So we need map string, and here we need to create mutable, or let's call it errors. It should be mutable map of string, and here we just return errors. And in this case, we don't need to create map of, we just need to add into errors, into name, we need to add it. But here right now we can check if accounts.name. I cannot do this way. Okay, let's still use just this one. So if account, we put it and return errors. Okay. But it's another problem. So let's call it here, validate this, not this, new bank. Yeah, we have to create this account here. Wow, new account equals account, new account and new account. Okay, let's check how it works on Android finally. Back to our good, nice emulator. So I add account and nothing happened. Why? Because we returned these errors, but didn't process it somehow. Let's go back to IntelliJ IDEA, and inside our UI, in account, edit account, here we can check, okay, if we need to do the same as we did with bank, y drop down, so it's like in bank details. So here we use this is error and error check, so we just like copy paste it really fast. Yes, we have these errors and we have to provide them here as well. Okay, nice. Let's restart it. Now we created name cannot be empty or blank. Okay, it works immediately. We also have to check that some currency was added and that bank can be empty, yeah, because it can be cash account. So let's do it. So first of all, let's implement the same approach, yeah. So inside ViewModel, we need this all banks, yeah, we had. So we need the same thing in account. So private val all accounts, and it's account DAO dot all accounts. Yeah, we don't need to do it. We need mutable list of account. And during initial we use this ViewModel scope dot launch, and now we use account DAO dot all accounts dot collect, and here we have to use all accounts dot at all and it dot map it dot account. How we map it? Where are our accounts? So we map account map to account. Yes, account dot map to account, but we still need to provide it dot currencies and it dot bank. Okay, so let's check how it was in our bank ViewModel. We have it, and here we also check if others, we provide others, which can be empty list. Why it's empty list here? It should not be empty list, it should be all banks. It can be just empty if just created, so it's okay. But we can use it explicitly, no? So like we can check all accounts dot any it dot name equals account dot name. We need to return errors, still name and account with name and account dot name already exists. And let's rerun it. So let's create one account. Let's call it bank. We need some. Okay, and let's create second one. And let's put bank. And name cannot be empty or blank, so it doesn't work. So why? Because we need to call validation again when we update account name here. Yeah, if we go to bank view model, we see that if update bank name, we copy, but then copy again to check. Yeah, so we need to do the same approach. So we need to call this one as wow copy equals it copy. So we copy it first time, and then we need to copy, but return here errors and validate copy dot entity, and it's all. So let's rerun it. Let's create, so bank cannot be empty, name cannot be empty. Account with name bank already exists, but button, yeah. So what we need to do, again, we have to do the same as we did on bank details. Our save button, click when mode, yeah, save button enable. So we need to go to account details and here edit account, yes, so we call it from here, and state should be here, yes, account UI state. So here save button enable, we need to provide it dot errors is empty. Yeah, so here in account details, we also need to do the same, yeah. So now if we relaunch it, you can see that it's disabled. We provide bank and it's disabled again. So let's do with currency and stop on it today. So with currency, it will be slightly complicated. So we have currency panel, and we provide here only account currencies, but we also need to provide errors, yeah, or at least error. So what we can to do here, we can provide account dot, it's account, it's not state. Yeah, we have errors, yes, so we can provide errors and currencies. It can be empty, yes. So here, oops. we need to add second parameter. It's error. And what we can do, so when we have column, we have row with this currency drop down, and then we have box with icons and lazy column where we edit it. But item currencies, and we add list item, but if there is nothing, we need to add issue. So here, if it's already, so it's row and then lazy column, and this is its column. Okay, it's exactly what we need. So if error is not null, what we have provide here, we provide text with error, but we need modifier equals modifier dot background, and we need material theme dot color schema dot background dot error. So it should be error, but text color, do we have text color or like font? Just color. Yeah, so it's material theme color schema on error. Yeah, so it's on what we are. Okay, so and right now in account view model we also need to validate one more thing here. When account.currency is empty, we need to add in errors currencies account must contain at least one currency, and we return it. Okay, so in our edit account we use exactly also currencies, and we need to call it in one more time. So when we edit, so we need here while copy and then we have to return copy.copy, but errors equals validate copy dot entity, and use the same here. So we need wow copy and then copu yeah, I will change it, and errors equals validate copu.entity. Okay, and it's not copu, it's copy, and let's run it. Let's add, and we see account must contain at least one currency. Yeah, it's not so beautiful because it's like red So maybe we need to do it slightly different way. So we can use color error and not background, but do we have something like border and 1 dp, and color, it will be material team dot color schema dot error. This way, so what I did, I changed first of all color on error and also on modifier, not background, but border with 1 dp and error color as well. So let's check how it looks like. Yeah, we need some, maybe we even don't need border, at least here. We can use it on currency drop-down level, to be honest, but it's still okay. So let's relaunch it one more time. I just removed border here, so just provide error text and color as error. So let's check. Account must contain at least one account currency, so let's use dollar. It disappeared. Yeah, we have wallet. Let's remove account must, and it doesn't work, so let's put check round, and it works. Nice. So like we're partially successfully today. Second part full success. Like, to be honest, like everything what I want to show, I show, and like it was successful. Yeah, so like we're using this approach with variables when we create variable settings, sorry, not variable settings, view model. We can like observe it. Yeah, we will subscribe on it. We will, when it's changed, like we will immediately understand. I'm not sure why it didn't work as I expected with these language changes. So like it will be my homework. I will continue to do it. Anyway, we also added this possibility to checking inside account. So we will validate that name it's already exists or like it's empty. Did we add some currency? We also can add this checking that we are trying to add the same currency twice. But I guess it will be better maybe just to remove it from list. So yeah, it looks more user experience, like better user experience when like you add some currency, the next time you just filter it out. Not sure how to better implement it. We'll see. And yeah, thanks everyone. We'll continue to improve my Modern Mine application. I'm waiting for your feedback. Again, I got some feedback, but only not on YouTube, on Telegram, on LinkedIn. So please be somehow active on YouTube as well. And I will anyway continue to do it because it's why I run these streams. But if there will be some activity on YouTube as well, it just like make me slightly more happy. So thanks everyone, and see you in 1 week. Bye.